join the dark side of the Force. Hi, I'm Sean. This is my audition video for King of the Nerds, and I'm just going to show you a few reasons why I'm nerdy. We have a lot of great things to talk about. First, I'd like to talk about is gaming. I've been gaming ever since I was a little kid. Grew up with an NES, grew up with an Atari. Unfortunately, I don't have the Atari anymore, but I do have tons of games. I've had every console except for a couple. I'm actually missing my Dreamcast at the moment. That broke, and my Sega CD, that broke as well. The only ones that I don't currently have anymore is the Atari. Unfortunately, they're not set up anymore except for my original NES and my Xbox. I really do love Xbox. Sorry, Xbox man over PlayStation. I really care about all my achievements, not about trophies. Another big great thing of mine is Star Wars, as you can tell by the walls and the shelves. Huge into Star Wars. It's a great, awesome thing that I grew up with. I mean, Star Wars is amazing. It's a whole universe you can just induct yourself in. And, you know, the original 3 movies were amazing, and they just had everything. You know, they had a love story. You have a lightsaber, the Force. It's amazing. And one of my greatest treasures of Star Wars is my master replica Mace Windu lightsaber. I know it's probably hard to see in the video, but it is a purple lightsaber. The only purple lightsaber in the universe. And Samuel L. Jackson actually wrote that into his contract when signing up with George Lucas, that he had to have an epic death and that he had to have a purple lightsaber. And if you actually notice, a lot of in his movies he has a purple theme. I'm a big fan of Samuel L. Jackson as well, especially when he's like Mr. Glass, and you know, just even his small roles, like when he was in Coming to America. It's funny to see him starting off and just he still plays that same character, that same role. But I do have some other great toys over here. This AT-AT, it is unfortunately not the original AT-AT. It is amazing though. It's the reproduction from this last couple years. It opens up with many different compartments. We have a Vader in it, a soldier inside piloting it. The great thing about it is it actually moves up and down. And this little back speeder bike does pop out as well, which is really amazing. And we got a few things to go with it. This is just kind of our little hot scene. You know, we got the Han in his parka with his gun, and you have Luke. This is actually Wedge Antilles. Sorry, Luke is in his little plane flying away from it, heading towards Dagobah. And you know, like I said, Star Wars is just a great universe, and there's tons of stuff to collect. These 4 figurines we have right here are from Revenge of the Jedi, which was the original working title of the 3rd Star Wars movie. Ends up becoming Return of the Jedi because George Lucas finally figured out that Jedi wouldn't seek revenge. They would actually return, though. And thus the title for Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. But we have tons of collectibles. You know, I have every type of movie. Another one of my favorite collectibles, though, are these right back here. And these are actually one media that a lot of people don't know about. It's called Laserdisc. You know, if you went to school in the early 90s or late 80s, you really kind of knew about Laserdisc. That was the new cool way of teaching. And, you know, they made all the original 3 Star Wars on Laserdisc. These are all the special widescreen editions as well. So they're actually double Laserdisc, kind of the precursor to DVDs of the era. But you know, I have tons of stuff that I just love. Another subject that I really love is, of course, manga, comics, stuff like that. And currently, I'm very much into Bleach. Growing up, though, I really loved watching Dragon Ball Z. Watching Naruto even, and just a lot of the original kind of anime type shows. This right here, though, is one of my favorite pieces for anime. This is Zangetsu. It's the Zak Part 2 of Ichigo in his final form, his Bankai form. And if you can see, this sword is actually just about as tall as I am. And this is the closest to the way it's drawn in the anime. And it is solid black all the way through. It is actually really sharp as well, which is really awesome. It has full tang all the way through the hilt. And this would really pack a punch. The great thing I really like about Ichigo, though, is he is so cocky and everything. And I don't know why, I've always just kind of drawn myself to heroes of the sort, such as like Han Solo, Captain Mal from Serenity and Firefly, Wolverine. Just kind of these guys that always end up working alone, but then they get wrangled into this team and can do something awesome when they're focused and all working for one goal. Another thing that I really just got into, though, my new comics that I've been reading a lot, is the Avengers vs. X-Men. These are actually two of the rounds that we have. Round 2, this is the second printing of it. And this is round 1. This is actually a variant printing. It is a 1 in 10 variant with the villains on the cover instead of the heroes, which is actually really awesome. And this is actually a really great story. It's a great place for people to start who are looking for comics. I really have tons of things that I love to do, I'm really nerdy about. I think my biggest passion, though, has always been video games. And it's kind of funny to come back to it, but I have beaten every version of Halo. I've beaten every version of Call of Duty. My achievement score is over 40,000, and I constantly want to play video games. Whenever there's a sale on video games, I always have to beg my wife, please let me buy one. It's only $10, and it's just something great that I really love to do. And this is actually my avatar on here. A little guy. I try to get him to look as close as I can to me. Unfortunately, they don't make fat avatars, so he's a little skinny. But this is my avatar, and he's got some nice little purple pants and a white jacket. Just something I would wear in real life if I was skinny. But since I'm not, I'm wearing a nerdy T-shirt, and I really love it, though. One of my favorite games of all time, as definitely have to be the Mario series. I mean, just growing up with it, all you needed was 2 buttons, to run and jump. Like, that's all you needed to do, and it was amazing how awesome it was, and it really kind of stole me from a lot of my homework and everything. But I was still able to keep good grades. But compared to what there is now to what there was, it's just an amazing leap in technology that I really enjoy. The Call of Duty series, Modern Warfare 3, I've, on all the Modern Warfares and on Black Ops, I've actually prestiged to the max level, except for Modern Warfare 3. I have 3 more prestiges to go, but that is well over a few hundred hours of time invested into it. And, learning maps, learning how to drop shoot, learning how to quick scope snipe someone, learning, just all the different things. And, even starting from the beginning with noob tubing everyone, shooting grenades everywhere to see where you can get people. And it's just really awesome. So this is just a lot of the stuff I love to do. This is my life. I love being nerdy, and me and my wife love being nerdy. And if you actually look right over here, we have a few pictures of me and my wife. We had actually got married where they had filmed some of Star Wars, and this is only because I'm a fan of Star Wars, because my wife is a huge fan of Star Wars as well. And if you can actually see, this is Villa Babianana, and it is the lake house in episode 2 and episode 3, and it's where Anakin and Padme got married, and me and my wife actually got married there. We eloped and just kind of went off and got married, and it's an amazing story because we're just best friends for the longest time, and we never really dated, but our first official date, we were already married, and it was Star Wars in concert. So it really kind of ties in with us. We went, and it was a 2-hour show of live orchestra playing John Williams' music of Star Wars to clips and scenes of the movies, and it's really awesome. And we didn't go in costume, unfortunately. It's a lot to travel with over to Italy, but we went, and we actually have a few pictures where we edited in R2D2 and C3PO to make it a little more. Well, I love being a nerd, and this is my life. And just thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Sean Nunez. I am 22, about to be 23, and I live in Denver, Colorado. And thank you guys very much, and I hope you choose me.